Hi, I'm Deborah from South Essex Slings, and this is the new Tula Explore carrier, and I'm going to show you how to use it with baby facing away from you. So the width of the fabric in those poppers in the waistband will be fitted to the size that your baby needs. So it will likely be in the middle or the outer poppers for this position, because babies that still need the middle popper are going to be too small. So get your waistband on, and again, where your waistband goes on your body depends on the height of your baby. So you want baby's head high on the firm part of your chest. Wherever their bottom is where that waistband goes. Their bottom is going to sit into this pouch here. So if it's too low, they'll sit too low on your body. Then we're going to set the carrier up. So under these little flaps here are some hidden buttons. So we want to move the outer button. I'm going to put it down inside onto the inner button. There's an inner and an outer button. The inner buttons are for facing baby away, and the outer buttons are for facing them to you. And the little neck flap, we're going to leave that down in its little pouch. Then we'll set it up to get it on. The clip that will end up on your back, if you clip that first and then loosen off your shoulder straps. So you've got nice long baggy shoulder straps and that clip fastened. Leave all that hanging. You're going to get your baby. You're going to sit them against your body, supporting those knees up higher than bum, so that they're in that nice deep-seated squat position. And then their bottom, again, we don't want to sit it right on top of that waistband. We want to drop it just over the top of that waistband, so that when we bring up this fabric, their bottom is going to sit inside the fabric rather than on top of that waistband. I'm going to bring this up, make sure the top of this is not coming higher than baby's chin. If it's coming too high, it's not a safe way to be carried, and they need to be facing you until they're big enough. Get baby in, keep one hand on baby, reach for that clip that you've done up, pop that over your head like a t-shirt, and then bring your arms out so that the black webbing comes under your arm and the padded strap stays on your shoulder. Baby's arms can come out of the sides of the carrier. Keep one hand on baby, and then we can tighten up. So reach behind you for that piece of webbing that's dangling, pull it down and forwards. Same on the other side, down and forwards. And then hold them both together, bring them forwards, make sure it feels nice and snug. And also I'm checking that they're both roughly the same length, because that means I'm equally tightened on both sides of the carrier. We're going to check that baby's safe. We are going to check that baby's airways are clear and visible, and that their chin is above the top of the carrier. We are going to make sure that they are held nice and snug against us and nice and high on our bodies. And some extra safety checks for using this position are that your baby needs to be over 4 months old, ideally 5 months plus, because we need them to have excellent sustainable head and neck control in this position. It is only while they're awake, so if they start getting sleepy or they are asleep, they need to be turned to you, because they lose the tone in that neck and there's nowhere for their heads to rest against, so they will end up with chin on chest. So it's really important that they are old enough, that they've got the right development in their head and neck, and that they are awake in this position. And it is only for short periods of time, so that they don't become overstimulated. This might be 5 minutes, this might be half an hour. It will depend on the age and stage of baby and what you're doing. But just make sure that when you're using this position, baby's kind of 5 months plus, excellent sustainable head and neck control. They are tall enough to keep their chin above the top of the carrier. They're awake, and it's for short periods of time. And then when they're in, we make sure their heads are high, that their heads are outside of that carrier, that carrier is nice and secure. They're not able to fall or slump. And then you're all good to go. And then a little sort of tip for comfort is just sort of bringing those knees up in front of baby and just making sure they've got that good pelvic tilt and they're well supported under their bum and thighs, that their arms are out the sides, and they're all happy. And then when you're ready to take them out, If you can reach that clip on your back, you can unclip that and come out of it that way. If not, you can loosen your straps off, and that will bring the strap higher on your shoulders and you can reach it behind your neck. And then pop baby down and you're good to go. If you have any questions at all about this carrier or any other carrier, about baby safety or your comfort, please reach out. I'm always happy to help.